Dating Superstore from Hulu.
Summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. Yeah, I changed my mind. I want to watch this. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Fighting on mommy. I think I want to watch Superstore. I just wanted to listen to the intro of Phineas and Ferb. I just finished the last episode. Did you cry? I cried. It was so good. Can't control my emotions. It's eating me alive. Your holy obsession, thank you. There's no regulating. I have to go to the store tomorrow so bad. Like, do you guys ever just, I don't know, I've just been eating like crap lately because I haven't had the energy to go grocery shopping.
Dear valued customer, when humans eat food,
And that's just so bad because it makes it so like everything else is shitty. Girl, that's been me, right? We make terrible decisions. Your music is fire. Thank you. Can't control. What's y'all's favorite song on the album so far? My emotions. It's eating me alive. Thank you, Crystal. Ooh, Sirens. Sirens. Strings. God of War. I need to promote God of War. Something tells me, like, the hate me. Go ahead and hate me. I feel like that could go viral on TikTok for some reason. Damsels are not guilty. Girl, Strings. I feel that one. Strings, so fucking sad. So sad. Alaska, here's you. I love you, Alaska. Ooh, Arkham. Isn't Arkham fun? Arkham is so different. I feel like when you think of Skydxddy, Arkham is the last thing that you think of. Like, that's like, it's just the last thing. I need to eat something, but I'm like, I don't feel like it. You know? Oh, my love. I was groomed and you stabbed me in the heart with that one. I'm so sorry, Hillary. Grooming is just like not talked about enough, and we literally just have to like deal with it ourselves. My kitchen is a mess. But it's so crazy. And it can happen at any age too. I feel like there's like a common misconception that grooming is just like certain ages, and that's not true. I thought I like saw something behind me that freaked me out. Can't control my emotions. It's eating me alive. Oh, my love. I'm so sorry, Hillary. 14 is so young. Hi, Leila. Hi, love. I just bought your album. Thank you! Yay! Yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you bought the album on iTunes yet, but if you click the link in my bio, you can go buy the full album and have all the songs right now. I think I'm going to be doing like a giveaway or something tomorrow too, just because like we have some albums that we want to give away as well as like EPs, so I might do like a bundle for you guys. And the people that buy the album will like be entered. Is there a hard? Yes. However, we only have a limited amount at the moment. I need a physical copy. I'm doing good, Quinn. How are you? no word on vinyl so far. I'm sorry. Still doing a deluxe version. Yes, I am also going on tour. I have no details on it, but I do know I'm going. It's eating me alive. Yeah. I gotta get some kind of food in my belly. And I was thinking I have like these. Ooh, yeah, I feel like we should do crab legs. Because it's 11 o'clock at night, and that's totally what you should be eating at 11 at night. You gotta do another show in Nashville. The Nashville show was so cool, dude. It was so cool. I had so much fun. Like, I literally didn't want to leave. I do feel bad, though, because there were some people that were, like, upset that I couldn't stay for meet and greets. But, like, when I tell you guys I could not speak, like, I could not speak. And it's because, crazily enough, I ended up doing sound check before the show, but it was my show, and I wasn't used to being, like, a headliner, so they let me sound check the entire set, and I went, like, full force. Like, I didn't not hold back at all. So before the show even started, I was hoarse, and I was on, you could, like, ask my best friend, I was on vocal rest and not speaking. Like, I was typing everything that I needed to say. So by the end of the show, my voice was just done, dude. Like, it checked out on me, unfortunately. Is this a clean pot? Looks like a clean pot. Yeah. Okay. Can you feel the earth? She's rumbling. Save me from this hell I'm living. I'm sniffing my skin again. Oh. When are you coming to Australia? As soon as Australia puts me on. Y'all gotta go hard. Y'all gotta go so hard for me to go to these places. Like, you know how, like, fangirly male artists get, like, their fan base? We need that kind of love. I need, like, Australian fans making fan pages and streaming as much as they can, having streaming parties, sharing my content whenever they can. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be an army before I can go to, like, crazy places like that. These are pretty good looking crab legs. And they were surprisingly not that expensive, which is always a plus. Because your girl be on a budget. She spends $10,000 on fucking beats. Okay, we gotta thaw these out. I think that's enough. There's no regulating. Anyways. Tornadoes ripping through. Frickin' Nashville and their tornadoes. When I first got here, so I have the worst storm anxiety of anybody in the world, and I freak the fuck out if we go on tornado warnings. So I ended up, I think they take like 5-6 minutes to thaw. I ended up getting in the tub because I have a very nice tub, and I get in there to relax. It was raining, it was storming. I was just chilling because I didn't know that there was a tornado happening yet. and I got in the tub. Obviously, I was naked. And then, I kid you not, as soon as I got in there, I got a tornado warning saying to take cover. Like, not even like a casual, hey, small tornado warning, be on the lookout. It was like, it said take shelter now. So me, being the very calm person that I was, freaked the fuck out, called my best friend who also lives in Nashville. She's like my emotional support human, and she's like, Megan, it's like she's bad at it because she kind of amps me up a little. She's very realistic. So she's like, so listen, last night when you were at the lake house, tornadoes did kind of rip through Nashville and they did hit Mount Juliet. Like, it was just, and my girlfriend was on the phone on a meeting, and Bishop was like kind of like trying to calm me down but not calming me down. So I was like having a panic attack and crying, and Megan like saw me and she thought someone died in my family because I was on the phone sobbing, and she was like, I think I have to go. And it was an important meeting that she was on. And yeah, so she took the phone from me and was like, she'll call you back later, Bishop. And Megan had to literally, because, like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the news is designed to fucking scare you. And it does a good job of it. So whenever there's a tornado, like, Megan literally had to, like, zoom into where we were. Because if it says, like, a city, it doesn't mean the whole city is at risk. It means, like, that's the area that it's in. But even so, like, you have to, like, zoom in even more to the specific place you're at. So we zoomed into the specific place where we were at, and it barely even rained. Like, it was just, I, like, literally had a panic attack for no reason. Like, oh, God, I hate it. I cannot, see, Shauna, that would wreck me mentally. Like, no, exactly. No, thank you. I'm from Mount Juliet. That's crazy. Oh, do you live here now? That's nuts. I religiously share your music with people because it saved me. Aw, I love that, Autumn. That's amazing. I simply passed away. I was naked. I was in the tub, and it said take shelter, and I have 3 dogs, and one of the dogs has really bad storm anxiety too. God, it was crazy. Just crazy. How's the house treating y'all? It's really good. Thank you for the money gun. Who was that? Storm scared the shit out of me, right? I just can't, like, I can't. The fucking news, like, literally, I got on a call with my team today and was like, yeah, there's tornadoes warnings, and I was like, I'm not turning on the news. I'm gonna pretend that nothing's happening, and I'm just moving forward with my life. And I did, and nothing happened. So crazy. Anyways, I can't see who posted that money gun, but thank you Molly King, thank you so much. There's no regulating. ESPA. How's the Eastern Shore doing, kitten? Jesus. I haven't been on the Eastern Shore in like 7 years. It's been 7 years. I'm gonna fucking cry right now. Okay. I'm okay. You already know, same bullshit. Same old bullshit, same old toxic bitches. A little bit more drug problems than it used to be. If I had all the money in the world, I would take all my girls that are on the Eastern Shore and just move them to a place that wasn't the Eastern Shore. Okay, so I think these are pretty thawed. They look nice, right? They look good. They're pretty. In another world, I'm just a mukbang person. But I want to perform at festivals, so I can't eat that amount of food. I listened to Battlefield. I've listened to it on repeat since it came out. Thank you, Kansas. That's so sweet. Can I ask where you're from? I'm from Virginia. I love Mortal Kombat and Why Me. God of War and Damsels are my top favorite because I relate to them so much. God of War is so fun. I love God of War. God of War is so good because the guy who helped me write it was, if you guys were at the Nashville show, Sam Tenez helped me write it and create that one. Like, I came to him with the, I'm sick of people to take what they want and spit in my face. And then we kind of formed, and I told him I was obsessed with God of War. And then we kind of just started pitching ideas to each other. And I've always loved the song. I've loved songs that have, like, hate me. Like, in, like, Citizen Soldier Scout, like, thank you for hating me. Or they have, like, what is it? It's like, what is, I think it's a Trapped song. Oh, no. Is it 3 Days Grace? The I hate everything about you. Like, I kind of wanted it to be like a nod to that, as well as like in God of War, not me about to say Thanos, Kratos was a pretty hated figure when he was just trying to do his best. And he was just a masculine guy that was a little just trying to do his best. Yeah, so I got really obsessed with God of War, and like the hate me, go ahead and hate me. It became really kind of like a nod to fucking, it could be, honestly, I really did. I wrote it towards the individual that crossed my boundary at one of the shows. And especially, not even just like that, it would have been one thing if like that would have happened, and I hate to talk about it all the time because people are like, shut up, but like, it would have been one thing if it would have happened and it would have been like, I'm so sorry that I did this, I was overexcited, let's, I hope that you can forgive me. But instead, like I don't understand why people like how people can like essay someone or like cross a boundary in that kind of serious of a way and then blame you for it and then get mad at you because you're ruining their life or you're making up things about them even though it's on fucking video. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's just so crazy. Like, how does that even happen? Yeah, so the hate me, go ahead and hate me. Plus it applies to like hate comments and shit like that. You think you can break me down to my core. Yeah, like literally, like when we were writing it, like I thought of like how her boyfriend was just like, oh, you kissed my girlfriend, yet you talk about trauma. And it's like, that bitch. Anyways, yeah, you think you can break me down to my core. Imposter! She was wearing fucking Skydxddy merch. Like, it's crazy, but this song literally was written about her. I'm not even, like, shy to admit it. Like, it's so true. Making me a monster. And then, time to bloody up my sword. Like, in God of War, you get your, like, these things that you, yeah. Time to bloody up my sword, like the God of War. You're making me the God of War. I'm out of lemons. Lemons are so important for this. Quick time. Oh wait, timer. Okay, we do 6 minutes. Imposters making me a monster. Time to bloody up my sword, like the God of War. I found a lemon! Haha! You're making me God of War. Can you feel the earth? She's rumbling. Save me from this hell I'm living in. Embers nipping at my skin again. Oh, oh. Can you feel the earth? She's rumbling. Save me from this hell I'm living in. Embers nipping at my skin again. Whoa. Hate me, go ahead and hate me. You think you can break me down, down to my core. Imposters making me a monster. Time to bloody up my sword like the God of War. Thank you, Zach. Dead Butterflies makes me want to cry so much. Are you playing any games right now? Not really. Honestly, I've been so consumed with this album drop. I haven't had time to do anything but that. And I'm actually really excited because, like, I'm taking a step back. I batched all of my content and I have it on a schedule now. Like, I'm using a scheduling app so I don't have to be so, like, in my phone right now. Especially because, like, I'm in the process of trying to undo years and years. Everyone's like, oh my God, Sky, how'd you do it? And it's like, I didn't sleep for 5 years. Like, I've been constantly on my phone, constantly, like, craned, like, my neck's been craned over to the point where, like, there's something called a dowager's hump, and I hate it so much. It is, like, makes me mad and makes me feel unattractive. Like, I literally hate it. But you can reverse it, which is amazing. And you guys might even have one as well. If you don't, I love that for you, and you have learned to keep your phone at eye level. But if you sit on your phone for too long and you crane your neck over, you get one of these. And I think it's not as bad as it could be, but you can literally see it. So see how, like, it's kind of, like, craned forward, and there's, like, a little hump there. That is not supposed to be there. It's so much better than it was, though. Like, literally, like, so when you have it normal, or when I had it normal, it was, like, even further, because your head's like a bowling ball, and if you don't have your posture correct, you, like, literally are, like, putting so much pressure on your spine that it, like, pokes out and basically, like, deform. I hate it so much. Yeah, because it also had to do with my TMJ. Like, my jaw was basically out of place, so now, like, not only am I trying to, like, unlearn bad posture habits, I have to, like, I'm, like, learning how to recenter my body, because when you're, like, my jaw was out of place, you're not asking for any of this information, my teeth were so grinded down, and they were so little that my jaw was not in the right position, and your jaw and your fucking spine are connected to each other, because it goes like that, right? So now that my jaw is in the right place, I have to literally, like, it's over the course of the years, when my jaw was in the wrong place, it was okay for my neck to go like this. And I never really noticed kind of like the hump before. And then when I got my new teeth, it was like, oh shit, things are more in place. This is, like, a little bit more chiseled. Like, my face even kind of changed a little bit, because, like, now it's like it's where it's supposed to be. And it's amazing, because I don't have headaches anymore, and that's amazing. So now I use a posture pump every night, where I, like, strap myself in and pump myself up and try to, like, recreate the fucking curvature in my spine. It's wild. So now I put all of my content on a schedule, so you guys still get really good content from me, and I'm still creating content, but I get to wake up and hit the gym in the morning and actually try to work on regaining control of, like, my body again. And I'm really excited to do that. And I'm nervous, but I just, like, I know in my heart, like, festivals are coming up for me, and I have to be able to perform well on those stages. Like, I have to like, not run out of fucking breath, because I've wanted that so bad, and I don't know when it's coming, but when it comes, when I get that chance, I need to be ready for it, and I need to be, like, in shape, and have the right posture, and have, like, be able to have my diaphragm, being able to, like, sing the things that I need to sing. Like, there's so, like, I have to train, man. Like, I gotta train. Thank you so much for the love, you guys. Y'all are so sweet. I've just been rambling on and on about my posture and stuff. Aw, Stitch. Dude, I'm so excited to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie. I'm so excited. This looks delicious. Sounds like the little crabbies are trying to escape, but it looks so good. my god. Dude, I'm literally so excited. It's gonna be a fun time. I bought tickets for me and Meg to see it on Saturday. Ooh, 20K Sky, let's go. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Alright, let's see. It's looking good. It's pretty. Okay. Let's give her a little testaroni. Ow! Fuck. I suppose that I bought this. Oh, here we go. Should take that off there for now. I love like already cooked crab legs because you just literally heat them up and you're good to go. Ooh, I think this might be good. Like I told you guys, I like grew up on the Eastern Shore, so I grew up on the water. So like seafood is my jam. Patricia, what's up? Oh yeah, that's done. Thank you, Christy. And The Last of Us. They go with Ellie's theme. Yeah. I haven't. I need to watch The Last of Us. Is it really good? How's your night? Mackenzie, it's going good. Thank you for recording all of those videos and sending them my way, by the way. I really appreciate you. Here we go. That's the money ticket. Yeah, these are ready. Okay. I'm gonna be bad, but I need butter. Here we go. Here you. Crab legs are just the prettiest food, I swear. Like what orange food do you know that just like looks just so tantalizing? Tantalizing? Is that a word? I'm gonna put the lemon on there. I really want to try one of those seafood boils. Have you guys seen those where they're like, what are they? They're like, they have, I guess they have Old Bay, but I also feel like I might be allergic to Old Bay because like I had an experience where I had shrimp with Old Bay, and then I was like on my way home from across the bay, and I like felt like I had an allergic reaction to it, but I still to this day I'm not quite sure. And my hypochondria is just like, stay away from Old Bay, but it's in all the seafood stuff that I want to try that's on the internet. I wish I had like corn or something, because it's like 11 o'clock and I'm just going to be eating crab legs. Like, I feel like there needs to be a side here. Plus, I'm actually eating dinner tonight, so that's good. Not that I like don't eat dinner. I'm recovered, but like, you know, sometimes you don't like eat the things that you need to eat. That's like enough for your body, just out of busyness. I wish I was eating crab. It is pretty good. Honestly, it's like I go to Kroger now, and it's not that expensive. I can't remember how much this was, but I want to say it was like 21. Like 21 bucks? Maybe I'm wrong, but like, I don't know. There's some things that I prioritize, and good food is one of them. Especially when you finally like have a healthy relationship with food, I feel like It's a beautiful thing to... Motherfuck. Beautiful. Fridge door open, thank you. We also have this soda that Megan couldn't get open, but now I want it. We have it like, it's like halfway open. I'm surprised it didn't start beeping at me. Thank you so much. I just bought your album on iTunes. Thank you. That is literally so important. Mostly because somehow my album got put onto pop, meaning it's gonna be so much harder to stay on it to get on billboards, which is honestly very disheartening and an error that I won't get into. But yeah, every person that buys the album is just helping Trauma Core have the possibility of reaching more and more ears, and that's just a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. I'm an Aries. I just saw the grocery store video of you singing and shopping. That's me. Oh, my man's in gardening. That's amazing. Talk about it, Tyler. Thank you. How do you say a gun is more protected than you staying stopped? Are we not living in the same world? I get that y'all love your guns. I get it, and you're allowed to, but I'm not. No, we're not having this conversation. I'm about to eat crabs and be happy. Leave me alone. Educate yourself, 'cause I am not your mama. Oops. Oh no, I have no ice. That is devastating. Look, that's such a random thing you never get. But again, I need to fix my ice dispenser. This is gonna be so warm. It's not terrible. Okay. Yeah, we're about to go eat. My day's been good. I bought the album plus 2 additional songs. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. I gotta check where we're at on the iTunes chart. I'm gonna really double down and figure out what we're on tomorrow, and we gotta I'm gonna kind of get my army to help us get up on the charts, because we have to stay above 200 to be, and we have to do it for a week, which it's already, or 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? No, I think it's 2 weeks. We have to stay on there for 2 weeks above 200 in order to get on billboards. And if you, or not billboards, but on Billboard, Hot 100 Billboard kind of things, and being on there is it's such a big deal. Because you basically go from underground to not mainstream, but the next best thing kind of thing. What's up, baby girl? Yeah, of course. It's at 73. Yeah, it's hot. There you go. I love you. Hi. Back to bed you go. Do you want me to shut this? Okay, I didn't know how I was bothering you. Okay. I love you. What the hell am I supposed to eat with this? Sidewise. Oof. I don't think I have any kind of side to go with this, but that's kind of okay. Oof. Mukbang content. I honestly, mukbang content would be like me having those giant crab legs. These are gonna be pitiful compared to that. Still good, but a little pitiful. I'm watching Superstore. Ooh. Look how little that is. Ma'am, I'm tired of crying. These songs are killing me. Hurry, listen to the best part of the story. That's why we have it on there. The very, very last song on the album is designed to be like a palate cleanser. Hi, Pineapple. My favorite song that I've made. That's a good question. I just dropped an album, so that's so hard. I feel like I have such a love for all of them for different reasons, you know? Dead Butterflies is so good. So like a ballad-ish song, Strings or Dead Butterflies. My like hype up song, God of War, or even Bring It On, which yes, was named after the cheerleading movie. God of War I'm obsessed with. I need to like promote it more. I think I promoted it once. It's so hard to like have so many songs on this album because then you just don't know which ones to post on socials. My kid is obsessed with Mortal Kombat. That's so sweet.
Wow, but is it worth it for that taste? Yum.
When I got in the car today, I turned on the album and I was like kind of listening to it all the way through. And sonically, like I was super happy and proud of like what it sounds like and like the story that it tells. Oh, Not Guilty. Not Guilty is a crazy one. I love Not Guilty. I really do. God of War makes me want to dance. Yes. I could see like slight moshing to God of War. Also, God of War would be super cool remix to be like a rave song, wouldn't it? I'm glad that I made all of these, because like it's crazy how much like such a little meat comes out of them. That would not go. Usually I can blow this out. Let me get scissors. Oh. My jaw did not like me blowing that thing. Shy Wolf, thank you. I don't even know how to explain what seafood tastes like. Your way to promote your music is make a subscription on TikTok and add your music covers to. Oh, how do you do that? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I almost cut my nail off. Oh, I wish I didn't do that. Whew. Thank you. Thank you, Morgan. Hi, Penelope. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think a lot of people have started doing that. The bracelet exchanges at concerts. I even I set up a bracelet making table at the show, and I worked really hard on it. And from what I saw and from what my girlfriend saw, the majority of the people that used it were men. And I think that that is the cutest thing ever. Ooh! That just went right in my eye. Oh my god. So I'm gonna dress. Yes, I'm working on merch right now, actually. I just needed like time to decompress after the album dropped, just because it's like it's so much work. But I love doing merch, so I'm gonna be doing that very soon. What was I about to say? This is I'm so ashamed to admit this, but I've seen a lot of people be like, Sirens is really low, like the volume is really low, Not Guilty is really low. I'm gonna try not to cry when I see this. There are certain songs that are low compared to things like God of War and Her and Choker. And I feel like people can kind of piece it together why that happened. Remember how I told you that I produced half this album? Unfortunately, my dumbass kind of doesn't know how to mix songs, and when I dropped them, or when I uploaded them, the volume wasn't loud enough. In hindsight, I should have definitely done something a little bit different, listened to them on different devices, learned a little bit more about mixing before I decided to just produce things on my own. Yeah, so unfortunately that is why. Don't be upset over that. You're learning. I'm honestly so upset because so many people are like, that's the only complaint that they have, which is awesome. You know, people could be like, this album sucked. That has not happened yet, which is awesome. But I don't know. Yeah. Thank you for 50K, you guys. Oh, Cyan Rose, I remember you. I remember saying your name a lot. When people ask who I'm listening to, I'm like, in my opinion, the best female artist ever. Aw, that's so sweet, dude. Thank you, Shy Wolf. I love buying your merch. You guys went freaking ham on the merch. You went crazy. What's insane is, like, I have this thing about, like, taking people's money. So people, I spit everywhere, but a lot of people don't even know that I have merch, and I actually do. It's at skydxddymusic.com, but I never promote it because I have this, like, I have this thing in me that, like, even growing up, I was so weird about money, where I didn't like when, like, people bought things for me, or it was just, like, a weird thing. I just have a weird thing with money. And now it's just, I don't know, where other artists are a little bit easier of, like, being like, yeah, buy my merch, like this, that, and the other. I struggle with that a little bit. So a lot of people don't know that I have Patreon. They don't know that I have a merch line. But I am working on new merch for you guys, and I will be sharing it as much as possible, especially because the merch that I'm working on right now, I'm literally in love with. So I'll try to look at it more as you guys buying my art, because I design my own merch. So I have to look at it more like that, as opposed to me, like, gouging my fans or something. I don't know what my brain does, but it's not nice to me. Oh my god, so who's my favorite character on Superstore? That is the question. Marcus is so fucking stupid, but I love him so much. So Marcus Marcus is like my honorable mention. My number one would probably be Dina with her birds and her need to not please anyone ever. She's a boss bitch, and I think we should all strive to be more like her. Jonah's cool. Jonah's interesting. Jonah's the epitome of, like, when they wrote his character, I think they were trying to do the whole, like, oblivious male privilege character, where it's like he wasn't, you know what I mean? A little white, like, kind of sort of male white savior-y. Not in a way that's like, okay, I hate him so much, because, like, by the end, I was like, I felt for him so much. So when what happened at the end, I don't know if anyone's seen it, I don't want to spoil it. I was just so happy for both of them. Especially with the stars and stuff, because that's just so cute. I'm a sucker for a love story, dude. Oh, Glenn! Oh my god, okay, fuck. Glenn is so stupid. Glenn is so funny. I like Mateo, too, because I'm gay, and he's gay, and I feel like I owe it to him to express my love for him. Cheyenne is funny as shit. I love all of them in, like, their own little ways, I think. Thank you, Madeline. Good night. I know, I'm just, like, rambling and eating crab legs. What's happening? Mateo made the show. He was so good, especially with his character development and the whole, like, connection to... I love the way they kept it so contemporary, and I think people's attention spans these days wouldn't make it through if that show... Me and my girlfriend were talking about it, where we don't know if it would have worked in this day and age where we live off of, like, short form content and stuff like that, because it was so not drawn out, but it was so, like, the storyline was so on point and so detailed, and you know, how they brought up COVID and ICE, and there was just so many different, they even, like, talked about, like, the BLM movement and all the weird stuff that happened with that, how, like, yeah, just all of it was just so, they were just good at it. They were so good at it. I think they ended it so beautifully, too. Like, I never get tired of watching this show. That, it was a hard watch. It was definitely a hard watch. The awareness of it all was so beautiful, though, I think. That really, it was the first time, too, where, especially because, like, Amy was so hell-bent on being a part of the company, and then she realized that it was a shitty racist company, and then she was like fuck this, like, we're doing, you know, we're going on strike kind of thing. Even, like, whether it worked or not, it was like, I don't know, the building, the arc, the character development, like, it was all just so geniusly done, I feel like. You know what's also a really good show that just ended, and I'm so sad because I want to watch it, like, a million times, is The Righteous Gemstones. Holy crap. It was Walmart, but not Walmart. No, literally. We were talking about Superstore. So good. I'm basically just switching between listening to your album and Epic the Musical. That's so sweet. That is literally so sweet. I think that's a healthy thing to do, because my music is super fucking intense. So having a little mix of Epic the Musical in there is probably a wise choice. Ugh, I've been literally sitting here cracking all of this crap, and I'm finally about to enjoy it. Outlander. Have I seen that? I don't know if I've seen that. Sounds familiar. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's so terrible when people ruin, like, people who cause you trauma ruin things for you. There was this one girl that said that she couldn't listen to my music because, like, her ex and her used to listen to it, or, like, just, like, some, or he, like, I don't know, it was some kind of weird thing, but I became a trigger for her, and like that's just my worst nightmare. Schitt's Creek, yeah, Schitt's Creek was so good. Another one that had a beautiful story arc. Saint Lover of Adam, thank you. Good night, pineapples. So I started watching Ginny and Georgia. There are some shows I can't watch because they're a little too triggering for me. Like I could not watch 13 Reasons Why. I started though, and it was definitely really good. And then and then we learned that certain things about certain characters, and I was like, it's gonna mess me up. I finally get to eat this. It's been 84 years. Oh my god, that took forever. Okay, don't hate me. I started The Last of Us, and I couldn't get into it, and I'm ashamed, because I'm like a huge Walking Dead fan, and I love a good zombie show and or movie, but I couldn't get into it. I loved the beginning scenes, mostly because they were pretty like ASMR and stuff like that, and I love the girl who played Sarah, I want to say her name is, the girl who she got killed in the very beginning, is his daughter. I liked all that. I liked the very beginning of it all happening. And when it happened, it was like this month, however later, and it just got really confusing very fast for me. But maybe but I've also been very immersed in my album and other things, so I think that I may not have given it my full attention in order to like take it in as much as I want to. I did see Wednesday. Wednesday was good. I've never watched Supernatural. I started Shameless. I feel like there was a lot of those. My go-to 5 movies. I have ADHD. I can't answer that question. That one's a hard one. I also started Yellow Jackets. Me and Megan started it. It got like almost like magic-y. And Megan hates when that happens, when they're like, oh, this is just like a kind of like a drama or something that seriously happened, and then there's like hints and tinges of like supernatural things or whatever. And then she turned it off and couldn't do it. I started Manifest. Yeah, literally, I told you I have ADHD, so I've started and not finished so many shows. I feel like it's gotta be super wholesome in order for me to finish it, or super intriguing. Like, oh, you know what show's really good? Lock and Key. I was obsessed with Lock and Key. Never watched Adventure Time. Loved This Is Us. I mean, come on, yeah. See, it's very wholesome as shit. Like that's my vibe. Fringe is a good show. Oh, there was something that I started watching that was really good. What was that freaking show called? You said Fringe and it made me think of something. It got too religious for me. What Yellow Jackets did? Peacock has a show called Last Breath. What's that about? Thank you, Dark Psycho Lord King Joker. Ooh. Thank you for the disco gift. I am going to see the new Lilo and Stitch. I bought tickets for this Saturday. I'm so excited. I've been watching Scooby-Doo, Smurfs, and Johnny Quest. Oh, those are vibes. You know what I've been watching a lot of? Phineas and Ferb. I've been watching so much Phineas and Ferb. It's like now my like comfort show because I watched all of Superstore 15 times. I couldn't get into Good Place. I feel like I just didn't give these shows a chance too. Like my attention span is crazy. OMG, I was at your release concert and you had fun? I'm so glad. I watched a little bit of the Nickelodeon documentary. I couldn't get through that. Oh, hot chocolate sounds so good. Please come to the UK. I want to so bad. Keep streaming my music and showing all your UK friends my music. And maybe I'll be able to. The Nick docu was rough. Yeah, I couldn't. Especially because, like, that's my whole life, you know? Absolutely, I got engaged a few hours before your concert. Oh, Miss Spoons, congratulations. How excited are you? I don't know what glitch is. I was at your PDX concert with We3. Oh, We3's concerts were so... Ooh, that's crazy. It's giving goddess. Those were so fun, but they were so terrifying at first. Like, they were so scary. I'm eating crab. I just spent so long just like de-shelling all of this, and now I'm reaping the rewards. Right? It definitely didn't have enough meat in it though, that's for sure. You did great, definitely had a moment, but you pulled through it so well. I could never. Kyra, what do you mean I had a moment? I'm curious what that means. I agree, but what does that mean? Me and my fiance love your music. My fiance is amazing. She's why I do what I do. Hell yeah. What do you do? Golly. Glitch is a show on Netflix. It's so good. Ooh, I'll have to try that. I want to thank everybody who bought the album off iTunes, by the way. Like, it's pretty insane that my first album charted at top 20 on pop. That's just crazy. You got really anxious / emotional at one point at the Portland concert, which was totally understandable. Did I? Or the Portland concert? That was at the We3 one? I started painting. I haven't painted in a really long time, though. How do you keep up with all these questions? I'm trying. I listen to music when I'm in the shower, when I'm doing the dishes. Aw. That's a vibe. My favorite song that I wrote. What is my favorite song that I wrote? That's such a good question. Probably like... I love them all so much. Like, I feel they're just like my babies. I feel like I have a love for them all in different ways, you know? I bought your new album off iTunes. Thank you, Hannah. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. At the We3 one, your girlfriend helped you through it, but you calmed down well. Oh, The fact that I was like, wait, like which one? Because like I feel like I have like anxious emotional moments at most of my shows. But I feel like that's also, I feel like that's so important because it means that like this matters, you know? The We3 ones were intense. I think the We3, when I do shows and it's like for my fans, I can feel it and I can see it and I know people are there for me and understand me and what I've been through and what I've created. But when I open up for people, a lot of people don't know who I am yet. And when you're opening up for someone, you basically like, there is a crazy amount of judgment in the beginning because all that's happening is someone bought tickets to go see their favorite band and someone that's not their favorite band is on stage. and they their faces show that very clearly. But it's funny. Swear to God, a lot of Portland people were there just for you. Oh, see, I love that. Portland. I'm trying to remember what, like, exactly how Portland went. That was such a long time ago. That's why kindness is needed. It's not like all of us in the audience aren't also going through it. Your songs help so much. I'm so glad. When did you start writing songs? Honestly, so I wrote poetry since I was really little, and I think that's why a lot of my songs end up sounding like poems. Especially like Not Guilty. Someone was like, this isn't rapping, this is just spoken word. And I'm like, whatever, it's still a song, leave me alone. So yeah, I started out in like doing poetry when I was like, my very first poem was a poem I wrote for my mom after I got outed as gay, and I basically wrote it so she would understand what I was going through and like how I couldn't control what was happening and dealing with homophobia and witnessing people be cruel to other gay people really affected me and things like that. So yeah, I actually, it was Same Love. It was, I loved Same Love by Macklemore, and I remixed it basically. I didn't even remix it. I said the words over top of the beat. Yeah. It was what was it? We decide what's right by what's right, not what's written. We have all passed our outdated norms and dispositions when it comes to the public voicing their opinions. Their empty head stopped the equality supposedly all is given. How is telling someone who they should or shouldn't love fair? How can you stop someone from being who they are just because society is scared of what they don't understand? They think they know, but they don't know what others go through, and they wouldn't try to look at it through another's eyes. They wouldn't dare. They don't think about the consequences of the hate, the loneliness one person will have to face. Hatred is the sister of loneliness, the empty hearts of the bullies that judge and criticize. Will you ever know what it's like to... God, this was so long ago. This was like 10 years ago I wrote this. Anyways, there was a line in there that eventually got to here's to the first time I knew I was in love with a girl, to the first time I realized there's light in this world, to the first night that felt so right, and the lit bites and the bright stars and the moonlight and the one kiss that changed my life forever. I swear to God, nothing felt better. So that poem became For the Misfits, which was one of my first songs. So yeah, how old was I? I've probably been writing poems since I was 12. And I wrote my first real song when I was like 13-ish. And then I was completely into musical theater. So still did poems on the side, but really immersed myself in musical theater. Was in like 30, 40 small time productions of things. Got super fucking into like the scene, like Breaking Benjamin. My very first show was seeing Nickelback Breaking Benjamin in 3 Days Grace. I know, right? Lucky me. I was so young. My mom took me. I was like, the fuck, this is crazy. And then we just, like, literally for, like, years screamed, take the breath right out of me. Yeah, in the car with each other. It's wild. Yeah. So 12, I was probably around 12 when I wrote like my first song. But like when I did all that stuff, when I went through all those phases, I wasn't making music. I thought I was going to be an actor. So I was really immersing myself in acting and in plays and things like that. And I sang and I was pretty, like, I was good at it, but I never was like, oh, I'm going to be a singer until I was like 15, 16. And then I started singing country music. Oh no, I was doing like talent shows when I was younger than that. Yeah, there's a video of me online in a red sparkly dress, and I was singing Fancy by Reba McEntire. That was one of the first songs I ever learned to sing. Oh, before that was What Hurts the Most. There's a lot of songs of me on the internet, or like videos of me on the internet. But like Little Me. Yeah, things were off and on. I think I always knew that I wanted to be a performer, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm not that good of a singer. And then I went really heavy into acting, and then I went to college for musical, or to get my BFA, my Bachelor in Fine Arts. And then I just studied that for 2 years, and I didn't get to graduate. And in between all of this time, obviously, like, trauma entered my life. I was groomed when I was 17. Yeah, I think everything kind of hit the fan when I was 17. The first time I was assaulted, I was 17. I was groomed when I was 17. I was assaulted again in college, so I was probably 18, 19 then. Before all that, there was like the homophobia and all the shit that I had to deal with in school, so that was like the beginning of trauma core in a way, like dealing with all that like bullying and shit. I remember I got like chased into the bathroom by these girls that were just like calling me over and over and over again. I felt it was like a fucking movie, like stupid Lifetime movie about raising awareness on the LGBT community. Because I was walking in the hall and I heard them talking shit about me, and I was like upset about it, and then I beelined into the bathroom and I ran into a stall, and I was just like sitting there, and they knew I was in there, so they followed me in there and was just like, oh, did you hear, like, Sky's now, like, she likes girls, like, I hope she doesn't watch me while I'm changing in the locker room, like, saying all of this shit about me. And it was so shitty, because I was just in love with my girlfriend, who was like this total jock, and she played basketball and had all these friends and was just so effortlessly cool. And there was me, that was just like a theater nerd with glasses, and I was kind of fat, and it was just like, it was just, anyways. What helps with major panic attacks? I tried the breathing exercises. It made it worse. I think that if you struggle with not feeling calm after doing breathing exercises, definitely don't do them. Because it doesn't work for some people. I think those kinds of people need to get further, like, get into their body compared to, like, trying to force themselves to get out of their head, which is kind of what breathing exercises do. Obviously, if you can do it and you do it for a good enough amount of time, my advice would be, because it regulates your nervous system, like, it's a fact. If you can do in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, like box breathing, it regulates your nervous system. It's like the science behind it. However, if you can't get to that point, there we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sensory grounding exercise. That helps so much because you're so focused on that. So if you don't know what that is, name 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can smell, 2 things that you can hear, and 1 thing that you can taste. Obviously it's probably not that, but ice cube, literally all these things you guys are saying, I was about to say ice cubes, feeling something cold is super helpful. I have like these headache packs that are great for headaches, but they're also good for when you're having like a panic attack or feeling very stressed out. So if you go on Amazon, they're like, I think it's called a polar cap, where you put it in your freezer and you have it for whenever you're really, really stressed out, and you put it on you can either have one of the face ones, I have one of those, and then, or you have one that goes over like your whole head and it kind of like holds it or whatever. But those help so much. And if cold doesn't work, try heat, taking a hot shower. But that can raise your blood pressure, and like make you even more stressed out. So you kind of got to gauge it based on what you're feeling at the moment for sure. Try different things, play a video game, try to get your mind off it. Watch dog videos. Dog videos help me so much. What is Not Guilty about? Not Guilty is about a woman who takes justice into her own hands after being abused by her husband for far too long. Dogs videos help me through so much. Do you want to know a good one, Haley? So if you are on Instagram, there's this page called Cleo Longlegs, and I don't know what the fuck they're called, the dogs are called, but they're like, it's this girl that has this like nonchalant, like social studies, boring ass like voice, but also she is the driest, funniest, craziest humor of anyone I've ever met. And like, obviously not met, but like heard. She's amazing. She's like, I can't even do it. It's like, and now today, like, I can't even do it. She's like, this is Cleo. She's actually a noodle. She's so good. I love it. It's so cute. Anyways, if you just need to kind of get lost in it, just Cleo Longlegs on Instagram. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, they're stupid famous now, so they have like sponsorships, and she is so good at it to the point where you don't even realize she made an ad. Like, oh, it's so good. Like, it's so good. Dude, I love it. Oh, I love Cleo. It's just so good. It's so cute. Oh my God. She has, so it's Cleo, Abby, and Marcy, I think, yeah. And it's 3 dogs. It's like the really long, I don't want to say creepy, but the dogs with long legs and long faces. So it's so funny to watch, and she narrates their lives. It's like, it's so crazy. I didn't even know how to like explain how great the videos are. One day I'm just gonna like make a whole video of me reacting to her videos, because they're just so priceless. It's like today, Marcy invaded Abby's personal space, and Abby sat and just contemplated her life choices for 45 minutes. Like, I just love her voice so much. And now she's doing this like segment where she goes to adoption centers and narrates other dogs and makes them so like lovable that they get adopted. I just love her. I love her so much. I don't think you ever see this girl's face, but like, and she has a husband or like a boyfriend where if Abby comes in, he like praises her. And I started doing that with my dogs, and They fucking love it. They have like merch of it where Abby comes in with a toy and every single time her boyfriend goes, "Very nice, honey." She gets so excited about it. It's so cute. Like, I think they have merch that literally says like "very nice, honey." Like, it's so it raises my serotonin levels through the roof. Like, I could talk about it for hours. I will definitely check them out. Please do, and report back, because you're gonna love it. You're gonna love them. What is the name of the song you posted? It's the very last one. Is it Brain Dead? No, okay. So when I posted she was declared brain dead, I was talking about Adriana Smith, who, if you guys haven't heard it about already, it's a woman in Georgia that I think she had a stroke. Yeah. And she didn't make it. She was declared brain dead a few months ago, but she was pregnant, and I think she was like maybe 9 weeks pregnant. I don't know if I'm remembering the exact details. Don't get mad at me if I'm not. Long story short, because of Georgia's heartbeat law, I don't even like talking about it, because it's so Handmaid's Tale, to the point where it literally happened in Handmaid's Tale. Long story short, she is being not kept alive. Her body is being used as a incubator for this child, for this baby, to be brought to full term. And the main issue of all of this is, because the family has spoken on it, they've even named the baby Chance. I hope that it's healthy. I hope it's happy. I hope everything works out good. Unfortunately, all of the things that I have heard about a baby growing inside a corpse at this point, which is what it is. It's shit, it needs certain hormones and to be happening, and needs to be certain temperatures need to be regulated. It's just a lot of stuff. So everyone's very, very upset about it, because this woman she's not getting any kind of peace. She died months ago, and she's not being kept alive, but she's being kept on a ventilator to keep her body. I don't even know how to say alive. Like, it's not even alive. But, like, yeah, long story short, the main issue of this, obviously, no one knows what she would have wanted. Hopefully this is what she would have wanted. But the family didn't get a choice at all. The doctors, like, because of laws, they had to make the decision, or they had to keep the baby alive. So they had to keep her alive. And that's the fucked up thing about this. So I literally wrote a song about it where it was, I wrote it after the Roe versus Wade overturn, where it was like, I am not your bitch, fuck the Congress, fuck the legislature, I am not on earth just so I can be your incubator. Like, it just was mind-blowing to be witnessing this after I created that. So it was, yeah, so it's called Battlefield. I'm sorry, this is my really long-winded way of saying that, but like, it says she was declared brain dead, because it's like even in death we don't get peace. Even in death our bodies are controlled. Even in death we are being forced to serve a purpose that, for lack of a better term, I cannot say is the betterment of humanity or the betterment of society or the world. Like, I just can't see it that way. It feels like a science experiment to me. It feels like my girlfriend was talking about this, where she was just like, obviously it gets a little conspiracy theorist-ish, but like, we are all numbers, and we all do pay taxes, and we all are kind of like, as from the day that we're born, like, it gives money to the government and to the world and to, you know what I mean? Like, so it's more about control than about keeping a baby alive, I'm pretty sure. And I saw another take on it about how basically the doctors needed they needed to, what was it? They needed the baby to like die of natural causes and them not be the people that killed it, because then that's what, you know what I mean? Like they needed things to happen a certain way. Like it's all fucked. Everyone's got different opinions of it. Some people are calling it a miracle. Like at this point, you know, the family is, like I said, they've named the baby Chance. They are hoping that it is happy and healthy and comes to full term. But in between all of this, they've said we should have had a choice. And that's the takeaway, is that they didn't get a choice. And they haven't even been able to grieve their daughter at all. And she has toddlers. Like, she has a toddler that just thinks his mommy is sleeping. Like, it's all fucked. Like, it's crazy how people can't see that. It's fucked. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I was lost for a second. Who's paying the bill? That's another thing. The amount of bills that is racking up. Hopefully they have some kind of GoFundMe going on. Thank you for explaining it. I definitely explained it completely, like, not wrong, but like it makes me so angry just thinking about it. So I'm usually very good with my words. I'm very articulate. I'm very particular. I'm very good at getting things across, but like this just baffles me. So it was a little messy. Anyway, that's wild. I know, it's all crazy. Like I said, I hope that was one of the other things that people were saying. Like, the crazy thing is, like, that feels like such a lonely birth, you know? Or like lonely. It's just kind of cold and scary, and like even thinking about the baby at this point is just it's odd. It's just odd, you know? Odd's not even the word. It's like gut-wrenching is the word, I think. Shauna, good night. Handmaid's Tale, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's got their opinions of it, but like at the end of the day, like, abortions save lives. Like, everyone wants to have their little inputs of like, keep your legs closed, like, be responsible, this, that, and the other. It's just like those people fail to realize that like SA exists, birth complications exist, like, and they don't ever want to take that into consideration. And that's why it's like, I don't know, even in the song, it's like defending someone's life is much bigger than a legacy. We don't need your distractions or your homicidal tendencies. It seems to me you're neck deep into one too many pleasantries. Gee, it must be nice to be above all of this peasantry, which is crazy because I've never even seen Handmaid's Tale. Yeah. Anyways. I'm okay. Bitch, not again. It's friendly fire. We'll kill. She still has like 6 months. No way they can keep her body on a vent. They're gonna. They will. They have every intention on it. They're gonna keep her body on a ventilator until that baby is full term and she can give birth to it. I guess at that point they're gonna. Like, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like. I'm okay. Because at that point, it doesn't even feel like a C-section. It's like more like a autopsy. I'm sorry, I can't. Anyways, Kara, I'm so glad my music helps you. Think they were taking baby at like 32. Oh, so they're taking it out at a certain time. I just, God, that's crazy. Abortion is a personal decision, not a political debate. Keep those laws off my drawers. I like that. I can't like not think of my grandma. Keep those laws off my drawers. It's literally The Handmaid's Tale coming alive. No, literally, that's exactly what it is. I'm sad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make people sad. It's insane because literally, it's actually crazy, and I'm gonna post the video tomorrow just because it was such a beautiful moment. But this had already happened. I had my album release party, right? And I felt the need, like I felt compelled to do Battlefield, and I didn't have the track for it. So we all sang Battlefield a cappella, and then the next day I heard about this story. And so instead of promoting my album, which I should have been doing, and which I should even like right now be doing, I don't know. I just felt completely compelled to just talk about this because it's everything that I wrote the song for and that we all stand against. And I feel like regardless of anybody's personal opinions, there should have been a choice. And that's the issue with abortion laws and all of these different laws being in place, is that you get no choice. Your family gets no choice. And like, what kind of world do we live in where like you don't get a choice over something like that? That's just a hell on earth for all our girls. What part of no motherfucker don't you get? What do I gotta do for you to fucking let me exist? Jesus. What did I ever go through thinking I could be nice when every dog I ever met just decided to bite? They're such good songs, right? They're completely fucked, but they're such good songs. Like, I was listening to them in the car today, and I was like, damn, like, I went in on this album. Like, it's kind of insane, because I wanted this to represent everything that I've, like, talked about in the past and even haven't talked about yet. So, not guilty with, like, talking about domestic violence, talking about my experience with grooming and strings. Like, there's so many different topics. And I'm so proud of it because, like, I feel like the depth in which we get into it, like, there's something so crazy beautiful about Sirens, especially how I decided to, like, include, like, the news things. Like, I wanted it to very much feel like a woman was, like, flipping through TV channels of, like, or, like, news channels, and it's like, oh, this is, because that's what we do. We scroll on TikTok, or we surf the internet, like, we're on social media, we're watching TV, and it's like, oh, this girl got assaulted in a Dollar General, or, like, this girl was drugged on her campus. Like, it's just, you just hear about it so often that, like, when I made Sirens, I went and I searched static online. Like, I went on YouTube and I found, like, static noises, and I created the news pieces myself, and I pitched it down so it sounded like someone else. And I don't know, I'm just so proud of how it turned out, because it's so fucked up. And then, like, they hear the siren sounds, they're getting louder every day. And the guns are firing now, they wanna keep us in our place. But if we learned anything from our mothers, we must protect our daughters from the others. Dark shadows creeping in, feels like we're leaning towards the post-apocalyptic world. A hell on earth for all our girls. Like, even the one where it's like, Oh God, because then it just gets even. I know you're not gonna listen when I tell you behave. So if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna be digging your grave. Don't try to put the blame on me for the way that boy was raised. He'll try to bend and fuck you over, then say that girl's insane. Hear the siren sounds, they're getting louder every day. And the guns are firing now, they wanna keep us in our place. But if we learned anything from our mothers, we must protect our daughters from the others. Dark shadows creeping in, feels like we're leaning towards the post-apocalyptic world. A hell on earth for all our girls. Well, pardon no motherfucker, don't you get? What do I gotta do for you to fucking let me exist? Why did I ever go through life thinking I could be nice when every dog I ever met just decided to bite and had a sickening appetite for attacking at night and squeezing necks real tight? Must make them feel nice, must make them feel big, must mean they're overcompensating for their tiny. Grab your blades and grab your chains. Time for them to see the mess they made. Make them all get on their knees and then say, baby, smile for me. Come on, you can do better than that. You're so much prettier when you smile. Do I have to make you? I know you're not gonna listen when I tell you behave. So if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna be digging your grave. Don't try to put the blame on me for the way that boy was raised. He'll try to bend and fuck you over, then say that girl's insane. Hear the siren sounds, they're getting louder every day. And the guns are firing now, they wanna keep us in our place. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Scarlett. Congratulations, Alex, for moving into college dorms for the first time. That's exciting. Ooh, the Wandering Ash, thank you for lighting up the friendship rate necklace. Not me, not saying the right thing. What is that song? It's called Sirens. What inspired you to do music? Trauma? You have such an amazing voice and creative lyrics. Thank you, Jay. If you guys haven't already done so, it would mean so much to me. Like, I'll love you forever and be your best friend. If you go and buy my album off of iTunes. That helps us climb the charts on there. I'm not sure where we're at right now, but it would mean the world to me. I'm not sure if the husband has spoken about it. That's such a good question. I haven't heard anything about the husband. I know you're not gonna listen when I tell you behave. Can I ask you something? What's up, Arkins? It was good. My dinner was good. Love the entire album. Thank you, Chris. Already bought it. Thank you, Scarlett. Yeah, if you guys bought the album, please let me know because I would love to personally thank you. That means so much to me. I'm so obsessed with God of War. Thank you for creating it. Thank you, Felicia. Do you only play in Nashville? No, I only did my album release party in Nashville because I live here now. I look like Drew Barrymore. That's so sweet. Oh my God. That's literally so sweet. Have you heard about the Annabelle doll going on tour and crazy stuff happening? No, but that sounds terrifying. What happened? I'm so curious. Bought it the day after it dropped. Thank you, Becca. Bring It On. Oh, Bring It On is so fun, right? Bring It On, and then, so I'm dropping a deluxe album, and it's number 51 on iTunes Pop. Let's go. Okay, that's really good still. It's super hard. The fact I didn't even want to get into this, but it's because it's so crazy that this ended up happening. We ended up putting it, so someone on my team we had plans to put it in a certain genre. So we first put it in pop, and then we course corrected and was like, wait, this belongs in alt. And I guess we kind of like did it too late. So now it's classified under pop still, and we're trying to see if we can change it and if that will affect anything. Because like, it's not a pop album. And competing against pop, which quite literally means popular music, which is giant fucking artists, like artists with huge labels, aka budgets behind them. Us being like 51 on there and debuting at number 20 is insane. That's insane. However, dude, if it would have just been on alt, if it would have just been classified as an alternative album, there's a piece of me that feels like Megan said it probably would have been in top 5. And that breaks my fucking heart because it's like I didn't even get a chance. But I digress. It's still a huge accomplishment. I am still very excited and still very happy. But climbing pop charts it's so hard. Like, I'm up against BTS and Chapel Rowan. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna try because I do want to be on Billboard. And for those of you guys who don't know, a little look into the music world is if you're on the iTunes charts that we're on, above, like within the top 200, like on the list in general, if you're on there for I think it's 2 weeks, but it might be 1, but 1 or 2 weeks. If you're on there for, I'm going to say 2. If you're on there for 2 weeks, you get put on Billboard. And then that's when like opportunities come and like people from festivals reach out and podcasts and interviews and more of an opportunity to bring Traumacore to the front of the music industry and what people are doing and have it be something that people are paying attention to. So needless to say, if we were on alt and we would have been higher in the list, it'd be so much easier to achieve that goal. And now we have to kind of fight for our slot against these huge, like, Taylor Swift level artists. And that's okay. Because pressure is good. But Jesus. It's nuts. You're on so many playlists on Spotify. And yet, only, sorry. And I love that you say that because that's absolutely true. But it's so funny how, like, another thing that artists really care about is getting on editorial playlists. And you don't really get on editorial playlists if you talk about the things that I talk about. So technically we got playlist support for the other songs. Like Mortal Kombat got on Salt, which is awesome. But like we were literally sitting there thinking about it and we're like, Not Guilty is not getting playlisted. Like Sirens is not getting playlisted. We're like, there's no way any of these songs are getting playlisted. Now if they got fucking huge, they would get on like big on the internet and then people would be forced to put them on. Like, it's actually so funny how things work like that. No one likes you until everyone likes you. I'm okay. I just need Anyways. Golly. Thank you, Stella. Do Spotify streams not help? Spotify streams help so much. Everything I'm talking about, it's all just vanity plays. That's literally all it is. But as an artist who tries to make noise in the industry, these are things that like industry players care about. So if in the future, after I'm done with my deal with Strange and it goes up with my distribution deal, if I do want to be signed to a major label, which honestly, like if I find the right one that gets what I'm doing, yeah, I would. Honestly, I would, because right now it's just me and my girlfriend and it's a lot of fucking work. So, you know, and I'm getting old. I may look baby-faced as hell, but I am not 16. Like, I am getting older and I'm tired. Yeah, so having that kind of support, having that kind of push, that backing, just like that, God, that'd be so nice. That'd be so nice. So, monthly listeners, labels care about that. Spotify playlisting, labels care about that. Billboards, getting like placed on Billboard Top 100 or Top 200, they care about that. Going fucking viral on TikTok, they really care about that. UGCs on TikTok, they care about that more than anything. You should probably know that, but like if you ever come across, it's actually so crazy because you can dictate who's about to pop off next, and it's solely based on the algorithm and what people fuck with those songs or not. But if you, let's say, let's play a game right now, and she's probably signed already. I think she's signed already. But you know the girl that's got this song that's going viral right now that is it's such a good song. The girl I used to be in 2017. Honestly, I hardly recognize. If she was an independent artist with like little to no monthly listeners or anything really going on, for one, she would have blown up and her monthly listeners would have gone through the roof, because TikTok and social media is a clear like funnel towards those things. But she would, because of the amount of people who have used her sound, if she hasn't already, she might. I'm not sure. Well, I would assume she has, because I looked at her Spotify and it says that she's been doing this for a while. But labels would be hitting her up right now, trying to sign her. Whether it's a good deal or not, I'm not sure. But like that's those, and that level of virality is what they care about. If Doechii wasn't already signed to Fueled by Ramen, like when Anxiety was a crazy level, but like even Alligator Bites Never Heal, like when that kind of started taking off. Or no, when, this is a perfect example, when the hi, my name's Doechii with 2 eyes, like they found that, what is it, Yucky Blucky Fruitcake, I think is what it's called. When they found that, I'm pretty sure that's what led to her getting signed to Fueled by Ramen. So like when artists have those viral moments, those like when people go to a sound and it's like, oh, 30,000 people use this sound, that's when artists' lives change completely. And it's so crazy, and that's what all of us are fighting for. Like, it's so wild. Like, I'm giving you guys, like, the 411 of what it's like to be a musician on TikTok. It's crazy. Like, if you know what it feels like? I went to Vegas one time, and the amount of, like, gotta go play the slots I had was wild, and that's exactly what this feels like. Because one video could change your entire fucking life. Like one video. It's insane. And it's usually not one video. It's probably like 30 videos of you promoting the same damn thing over and over again. Benson Boone, he was already fucking popped off. He was on American Idol and all that stuff. Some people have pushes behind them, but we won't get into nepotism or anything like that, because that's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, so yeah, but he previewed fucking these beautiful things that I got 70 times, and it took off because so many people used it to like kind of talk about their own life and things like that. So it's just kind of fascinating. I'm really into like marketing these days and understanding what makes things kind of tick, what makes like artists pop off, all these different things. It's just fascinating to me. So fascinating. But yes, Spotify things definitely do help. Ryan, what? That's not true. WWE used your God of War song for a video package for Aleister Black recently. When was this? So using your sound on a video is most influential. Yes. Yes, because imagine this. Honestly, carousels are so crazy big nowadays, where it's like, it's like what that girl had, where it's like the girl I used to be in 2017 having like a picture of who you used to be and then swipe. Honestly, I hardly recognize. That was gold because it was fast. It was like 10 seconds long, max, maybe 15. And then it showed before and after things and so it excited people and stuff like that. Bella just got kicked out of the room. Hi, Mama. Hi, you want to come sit? Hi, Nubby. Do you want up? Got potty? No? She's just looking at me. Yeah, no, it's so fascinating to think about. It's so crazy. It's insane because we were this close to having one with Triggered. The most videos I have with a song, and you've seen it when you click like this the corner song and it says 100,000 people have used this sound or whatever. Like, that's kind of what I'm talking about. We have one that's at like, I think 60K, but I didn't know it at the time. So now I can't do anything about it because it's too old. Because like, it's so crazy that this is what labels look at. You have to be making, and don't let this deter you from making videos with my sounds, because one of your videos could spark that whole thing. Like, but this is insane. But they're looking for a sound to create. I don't even want to say it because it makes my mind blow. And when people tell me this, I'm like, you're on drugs. And it's literally a lottery. It's crazy. In the beginning stages, they're looking for songs that generate 500 UGCs a day. And then if it's really, really taking off, it generates 1,000 UGCs a day. And UGCs is user-generated content, meaning you're clicking use this sound and making a sound to it and posting it. Or making a video to it and posting it, or a carousel, or whatever, what have you. It's crazy. Julia Wolf, perfect example. I want your things in my room, I want you all the time. Love that song. She was genius with this. Genius. Where she did the face cards that never decline, and she created her own trend and her own like moment for herself, and then everyone else took it and started like being like, this sounds like Twilight, and then it literally like sparked this whole thing. Crazy. It's just fascinating. I don't know. It's so interesting to see what takes on social media and what doesn't. That's what it's wild, because like every time I promote Battlefield, it goes fucking crazy. So sometimes I'm like, is that mine? Like, is that my song? And Megan's like, it can't be. And I'm like, why? And she's like, 'cause it might put you in danger. And she's kind of right. Where like, because people be nuts these days. And if that's the song that people know Skydxddy as, if that's that song that blows me up, for one, it would never get radio play. I don't know. It's just so crazy though. It's crazy. Isn't this fascinating? I don't know. I've always been so fascinated with all this. You have no idea how much you helped me through my DV and grooming. He was 21, I was 14. Thank you. That's so young, my love. I'm so sorry. I love the rambles. I do be rambling. Something about damsels. I don't know. I think that could become viral. Leslie. Okay. See, I like that. Isn't that sad? It's such a sad. So the beginning is really sad and fucked up because I wrote that 5 years ago after I just went through my first essay experience, and then the last half of it is so fucking dope. I think like I don't know. I don't know. What part of it? See, this is a fun conversation. This is a super fun conversation. Like, what part of Damsels could you see being viral? Because it's not just a song, it's a chunk of a song. Isn't that crazy? Like, if that girl decided to preview anything other than the girl I used to be in 2017, it wouldn't have done as well. Because it didn't have that thing that people can kind of cling to and make about themselves. That sounds rude, but like, you know what I mean? Like they want to tie it into their own lives. I love this conversation. It's so fascinating. You don't need the radio anymore. No, but it helps. It definitely helps. And that's when the next phases come. That's when like something pops off and then it's like, oh shit, this can't be denied anymore. But if it's something so like Not Guilty could never get radio time because there would be no clean version. But I did feel that way, and then I listened to Doechii on the radio, and it was just like, because it was like, and like half everything was bleeped out. So it's like, maybe, you never know. Crazy. I love Monsters, Inc., and I thought it should be more popular. Megan loves Monsters, Inc., but that's based solely on what average people want to use. That's crazy. Isn't that insane? Can't claim shit they do. Wait, claim what? Sorry, I was just like rambling on about stuff. That's wild. I know, I'm like literally giving you guys all this like tea of the industry. Was that Olive Eyes? No, it was Bella. This is the other one. Kai's asleep in her bed. Give her a treat. I can't. She's had too many today. Yeah, I think so. I've seen like 10 promo ads of yours within an hour, and I love seeing them. That's amazing. I am running ads. I think it's going really well, too. I went up like 10,000 monthly listeners since the album dropped. So that's insane. Cass, okay. Thank you, Lycan. Thank you for the heart knees, Bunny Valentine. And that you're awesome. Everyone call Skydxddy into Octane. Yes, dude, yeah. Sugar tits. Not your name being crazy. I found your Insta first. Okay. Oh, so many girls / women co-relate to Wake Up Feeling Regret. Not sure exactly what part of the song. It's so sad because that's the part that triggers me the most, but maybe that's the thing that is gonna get people. There's a part of me that feels so good about best part of the story, where there was actually this girl who she just did a post where it was a carousel where it was her, she finally got to go to court and talk to a judge, and then at the very end when it was like, it's the best part of the story, it was her saying, my daughter now has my last name. And I think things like that, where like graduations or marriages, like weddings, birthdays, getting a puppy, like really heartfelt, hopeful things that no one associates me with because I'm depressing as shit. I feel like those could do really well. Bella, do you have to use the bathroom, baby? Is that a bathroom wine? You can't go back in with mommy. Mommy kicked you out. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Literally, this is what she does. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. She was crying because she needed me to get off the couch. All right. Come on. I got you. Come on. I got you. Go ahead. Jump on up. I know. Look at her. She's like, help me up. Oh my God. Can I sit with you? I know this is where you sleep at night, and I'm just sitting here. Here we go. Can we sit together? There we go. Look at you. She does that where she starts freaking crying because I'm sitting in her spot. Look at her. She's like, what are you doing, Mom? Please go somewhere so I can go to bed. Look at her. I love her. She's like, okay, yeah, that's nice, actually. Look at you. Look at you. Spoiled rotten. Oh my God. Goodness. I know, she's done. But wouldn't that be so cute, though? I just feel like... And I think what's cool, too, is, like, that's the kind of song that could be on the radio, I think. Where it's like, I talked to ChatGPT, it's kind of like my assistant, about like things like virality and like what songs would do the best and what songs would like get most people's attention, all that stuff. And it's interesting because when I talked about it, I was like, oh, well, there's Her. Because Her is super good, and it talks about, like, body image, and, like, if I could go back in time, I would tell her she looks divine. And I wanted to do, like, a swipe thing with that, but it ended up being so long. Like, and I would guide her till she changed her mind and never questioned who she was. It just ended up being so long. So I ended up, it didn't take or work the way that I wanted it to. However, I didn't try nearly enough. So when I talked about best part of the there was also Choker, because that's pretty radio ready, because there's no cuss words on that at all. But there was something about best part of the story where they were like, it was so interesting the way it said it, because I was like, oh, well, I have these songs that go really, like, they go viral, or it's not even viral, like, a million views, 2 million views, that's not viral. It's like when people start using your sounds and you're hearing it everywhere, that's viral. So we've yet to have that moment, but it's interesting because I've like asked it about like, oh, well, I have these moments where like I get like millions of views on it, and that's amazing because that leads to streams and stuff, and that makes it so I won't go homeless. But like when I try to like figure out what's the next level, like how do we take that to the next level, it's when we talked about which songs to use, it was so interesting. She was just like, oh, the really emotionally charged songs like Not Guilty, Battlefield, those will create momentary blips of like viralness. But things like best part of the story have potential to be this global moment of like joy. And that's because it was so interesting to see that. But it was like, that's because the emotionally charged stuff, the graphic stuff, the stuff that makes you stop scrolling and be like, oh, well, this is really, really intense and maybe even fucked up. It's good for the moment, but no one wants to immerse themselves in it. Rightfully so. I don't even do that. So, but it was like, what did she say? She was basically like, Not Guilty, Sirens, all of those songs, those are a moment. But best part of the story is like healing. And that's the thing that goes viral. That's the thing that like can be a worldwide global phenomenon of like, oh, this makes me feel good. And as humans, like we want to feel good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to like decipher things just with you guys, and y'all are my fans, so it's like, what do we, what do we do here? Like, help me figure this out. Good night, Cass. So much love to you. Battlefield is my fave. I love Battlefield. My phone is at 30%. I do need to go to sleep. Best part of the story has a death grip on my soul. I was doing horrible at this time last year. And it's so beautiful that you're doing better, right? Like, I've listened to best part of the story so many times. So many times. And we put it at the very end. Don't Talk About It should be the one to pop off. Just circling back. Don't Talk About It is a good one. But see how it's like, Don't Talk About It almost had a moment. Every single time I almost have a moment, someone fucking, like, I let someone fuck it up. Literally. Like, the best part, or so, Don't Talk About It, honestly, didn't go stupid viral, but had a little viral moment. And my old manager, who I'm no longer with, thank God, called me and was like, hey, come to LA. This song isn't done yet. It's, like, not even that good. Let's make it better. And then it took longer to release, and then we released it, and it sounded totally different from what went viral online. And then it got confusing, and then I was like, well, I'm going to release the sad version, and everything got all wicky-wacky. So it was just, I don't know, it's just crazy. That is a good one, though. I've seen some big creators using your song Battlefield about the Georgia situation, and I think that's beautiful. They should all be viral. I do think that's beautiful. And I want people to continue using Battlefield for sure. For sure. 100% abso-freaking-lutely. But it is interesting how, and it hurts my heart a little because I'm so straightforward and I'm so like hit the nail on the head, slightly graphic in your face, borderline scary of a lyricist that Battlefield will never be as big as Labor. Rightfully so, too, because Labor melodically is just gorgeous and lyric-wise just makes sense and it's weirdly empowering even though it's devastating. Like, I love that song. Everyone does. But it's crazy because, like, a lot of people talk about Battlefield and Labor in the same breath. And it always kind of, like, I get a little down on myself because I've never been one to be vague, and you know, I've never been one to like beat around the bush. Like, I set that bush on fire, which isn't a terrible thing. But Labor by Paris Paloma, the all day, every day therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, and a servant. It's so good. Like, she deserves all of that. Like, it's an incredible fucking song. Like, literally nothing else to add to that. It's amazing. I love the way you express yourself. You're such an inspiration. Thank you. But we need more people like you. People like me. Like, we don't, I don't know. There's a piece of me that feels like people like me don't break through the glass ceiling, whereas certain mainstream artists who have almost played the game a little bit, they have. Does that make sense? I don't know. This is a fascinating conversation, and I hope you guys don't think less of me of like, it's like, oh, she's trying to go viral. It's like, newsflash, every artist that you are in love with is trying to do that right now. They're just not broadcasting it. And I hope this, like, I don't care if this makes me seem like desperate or anything. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I love what I do. I love it. But I also, like, everyone wants their music to be heard by the world, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with admitting that. And if it's not my time, and if the songs on this album aren't it, or the song, you know, if the song that makes, because it's crazy, but like, it takes one song it takes literally one song, and everyone I speak to, it's like, oh, well, you need your one. And no one can tell you what your one is. The world just decides it fucking for you. And maybe I haven't written my one yet, or maybe my one isn't released yet. So it's interesting to think about, you know? Like, how did Benson Boone know Beautiful Things was his one? Like, you know, how did Lola Young know Messy was her one? How did Chappell Rowan know Good Luck Babe was her one? Like, you know what I mean? Isn't that fascinating? I don't know. It's just so fascinating to think about that stuff. Kiara, thank you for the hat and mustache. I honestly believe you'll be selling out stadiums one day. You've come so far from day one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your rambles and your conversations are fun to listen to. I'm so glad. It's just interesting. 'Cause, like, I've been doing all this by myself, and I love it. I love what I do, and I have no bitterness towards it whatsoever. I think I've reached peak curiosity of, like, what makes things, like, go from a really good song with, like, 2-3 million streams to 1 billion streams. Like, what's that thing? And I don't want to believe that thing is a major label. I just don't feel like we're in that era anymore. I think that we've evolved past that, and, you know, like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's all interesting. Pretty Distraction was a good one. I love Pretty Distraction. Thank you so much for all the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Oh, your music reminds me of Chester Bennington. I cry. That is so sweet. Oh my goodness. How did Billy know Ocean Eyes was her one? Billy's was so random. Literally, Billy posted Ocean Eyes so randomly just on when SoundCloud was the biggest thing in the world. Nobody has that opportunity nowadays. It's crazy. But Phineas was such a huge part of her success. And I'm not taking anything away from her at all. She's so unbelievably talented, and I actually watched a lot of documentaries about her and, like, how she kind of, what did it for her. And I think people fail to realize just how, and it's something I will never have because I'm just not that cool, but she has this coolness to her that she's always had, to the point where after Ocean Eyes popped off, this manager came and connected her to these other people. But basically he was like, she had this thing to her where she was, like, wearing baggy clothes, and she just is so cool. Like, like, there's no other way of explaining it. She's just cool as fuck, and people are so not only fascinated by it, want to be it, but now, like, she, like, the gay thing is, like, goddamn, like, you know what I mean? So that's Billy's fascinating to me. It's so interesting. I look at all these people as case studies. I've looked at Jelly Roll, like, you know, how he started. It's funny because I'm trying to, like, follow in Jelly Roll's footsteps right now, because he was signed to It Goes Up Entertainment, which I am signed to. We had the same distribution deal, the exact same one, which is why, like, I signed it. And he started out rapping and doing all this stuff, and I have been writing a lot of country songs, and I started out in country, so I don't know if I'll ever, like, I will make that jump if that's my intention, but sometimes it's like, damn, maybe this isn't taking off for me because I'm not in the right lane. And it begs the question, is the world not ready, nor will ever be ready, for a white female rapper? Because it feels in a way that, and this is absolutely warranted, like, this makes sense to me, I don't think, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible, I think that there are a lot of things that, let's say, people of color keep very sacred to them, and they have every right to do so. So letting someone in their lane like that, or like, kind of, it's like signing off on them like that. Like, they did it with Eminem, but Eminem kind of had a pass because, like, he grew up in that kind of, like, community and he lived that life and had that struggle and stuff. But like, I feel like I know very much well when every time that I rap, I am a visitor in this genre. And I'm okay with that, but it does make me wonder, like, if you are a visitor in a genre, how far can you go with it? How many people can you reach compared to, like, when I enter rock or when I enter pop or when I put a cowboy hat on and start fucking singing country music? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like community is such an important part of music, and we all fail to realize that sometimes. I don't know. These are all just things that I'm thinking about. And it's not, like I said, it's not anything that I'm bitter about. It's just something that I'm really fascinated by. And it's something that it makes perfect sense, especially because, like, growing up, complete transparency, I was like one of, like, there wasn't many white people at my school. Like, there just wasn't. And I wasn't very liked at my school. And at the time, I was like, why? Like, why don't you like me? Like, what did I do? And now it's like, oh, like, I know what I represent. And I know, you know what I mean? So I think sometimes it's like, oh, like, maybe that same thing is kind of happening. And I don't ever want to feel like I'm being disrespectful when I rap or when I try to like, kind of create music that is something that someone like me shouldn't be doing. You know, I don't know. It's just so interesting to think about. There's so much psychology behind it that we never really, I don't know, we never really kind of look at it in that way, you know? I don't know. It fascinates me. Isn't that so interesting to think about, though? Like, I know that, like, Jelly Roll worked so hard, but, like, he was so welcomed into the country. Like, so welcomed. And I think it's because people saw themselves in him. And when you're in a certain genre, I think that needs to happen. They need to feel like they can be that underdog, and they need to be that they can have your kind of story. I don't know. It's just so fascinating. Now, do I think that your race will play a weird role in your success and I hate it? It's interesting to think about, isn't it? Like I said, I'm not mad at it at all. I've always known that I'm a visitor, and I'm completely okay with that. I feel completely and utterly blessed that I was able to even make it this far anytime that I rap or anytime that I even spoken word poetry, whatever people want to call it. I love it when an artist can cross genres while still trying to fit into these boxes. Exactly. Honestly, sometimes I think that there is such... My best friend actually said this to me, and she genuinely feels this way, and it's insane too, because she knows it's crazy the way the world works. So she's Bishop, her name's Bishop, she's now my best friend. She lives in Nashville, and I moved here for her and Sam Tenez, because Sam Tenez was an amazing, awesome producer and friend. We ended up working together, love him so much. He has a dog named Ziggy. And Bishop was someone that I met at a songwriting camp, Songhouse. And I just, like, I fell in love with her, dude. Like, her energy, she was at my album listening party, and was just, the whole time she was backstage with me, was like, what do you need? Do you need a pep talk? Like, I've got you. Like, she's just the most amazing energy to have. And she went to Belmont, which is, like, holy shit, the prestigious school you can ever go to in Nashville for music. And she went for music business. And me and Megan have zero connections in this industry. But since she went to Belmont, she has a decent amount. So she's putting me in these rooms, and I'm going to be having meetings with, like, people from record labels and kind of people in country. And she honestly, it's crazy, because we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame last time it was when we were at Songhouse, we stayed and we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame together, and we were in the gift shop, and I just saw all this stuff. I grew up on like Reba McEntire and Gretchen Wilson and Johnny Cash and Tim McGraw. I grew up on that stuff. That's why if you listen to my stuff, you could probably hear some country influences in there. But I saw all, Shania Twain, like I saw all of these country legends, just like, it was fascinating. God, it was fascinating. It was so fascinating. And we went into the gift shop, and I have the video, I was recording it at the time, and Bishop found this like rhinestone black cowboy hat and put it on my head. And it just felt like a shift had happened, where before, and I'm going to start crying, but before country music became such a trigger for me because of the misogyny and the patriarchal bullshit that comes with it. It became very fucking triggering for me, like to the point where like I was in a really bad car accident with my sister and her ex-husband, and we straight up almost died. And before we were in the car accident, Kick the Dust Up was playing. Like the Kick the Dust Up, like that song was playing. So to this day, anytime I hear that song, it's so triggering for me. And I struggle with being in cars, even like if Megan like slams on the brake or something. Earlier, it was yesterday actually, she slammed on the brake really hard because someone was going and then stopped really hard in front of us. And I literally like, it was bad. Like I call it glitching. Like I literally glitched so hard where I like couldn't get my bearings. But anyways, it was at the parties, you know, like it was the atmosphere that we grew up in. I grew up in Virginia, so everyone was playing country music all the time, and it became the soundtrack to my trauma. But when she put that cowboy hat on my head, I was like, have I been denying and pushing away the thing that makes me me and that like shaped who I am? And it was so fascinating because like she came and saw my album listening party, and you guys were there, like you could feel that energy in that room and what it represented. And we actually had some like industry people there that night, and they were like, I've never seen anything like this before. And it was just so beautiful to be able to have people witness that. We really could, right? It was tangible, like it was insane. But that night, she brought up me being a country singer again, or a country artist again. And she was like, I think, it was so interesting the way she said it. She was so sure of herself. She's like, I think you're supposed to be an alt gay female country artist. And she's like, she was so dead set on it, and was like from the first time I heard you sing country, like I just feel like I felt it. Because when we were doing Songhouse, we had to we were tasked with writing songs for certain things, and we got tasked with writing a song for a tequila company, and it was a song called Tequila Sunrise. And I was like, I can't do that, like I can't do it. And she was like, do it, like Sky, do it. And I sang it, and I drop my twang when I talk and when I sing. So I sang with a twang for the first time. And I don't know, I guess she heard something where it was just like something that was supposed to be just something different, something special. And I don't know. I think disrupting the world of country music with my emo gay ass would kind of be super fucking fun. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I only know you because of Trauma Core. Like, why? I don't know. Interesting. That was me just rambling on, but things I be thinking about. My country music playlist is a story for sure. Whew. I refuse to drive. My whole family almost died from a crash. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad everyone's okay. How's Megan? Is she okay? Are you okay? What's your favorite song of yours? What was your first song? Oh, that's a lot of questions. Megan is really good. I actually gave her a facial this afternoon. And she fell asleep right after I did it, so I'm pretty sure she's super relaxed. She's okay, a little stressed out about like the album release and all of the stuff that she has to do because she is my manager. I am okay. Just like contemplating like life and my career and stuff, not in a bad way, just in a insightful way. My favorite song of mine is, you guys got me on God of War right now. I love God of War. And my first song, something we won't talk about because that's embarrassing. Yikes. You're my girlfriend's idol. She loves your music. Oh, that's so sweet. Brandon, tell your girlfriend I said thank you. And Sky said hi. My sister's name, her name's Peyton. She's like 4 years older than me. I miss her so much. Like every fucking day. We were like so close. She was actually the first person that accepted me for being gay, to the point where, and it's actually crazy because this is why we ended up being in a car accident. Like how does that happen, right? So story time. I was after I got outed as gay, but like she found a note in my back pocket that had a whole bunch of colorful hearts on it and 6/19/12 on it, which is me and Megan's anniversary. And obviously a boy didn't draw that. So that's how she found out about me being gay, and she's always just been so supportive about it. Like anytime, it was super weird because anytime we fought and we wanted to make up, we always were like rainbow. And like that was our way of like squashing our beef. So we ended up to like show how much she loved me and supported me. We both have this, I was like covering my toes, but my toes are actually really cute right now. We both have this tattoo on our foot. So yeah, long story short, her ex-husband saw it and was like, what, you're like a lesbian now? And like was drinking like crazy and got super intense and violent. And in order to hash things out and be one with the family on the shore and in the country, you drive, you go for a ride, and yeah, alcohol is usually involved because they drive better when they're drunk. So yeah, long story short, fucking it's just crazy. It was like one of those like farm trucks, and the door didn't shut all the way, so he had to hold the door shut, and he was like a bajillion moonshines in already. I was gone, Peyton was gone, like we were all gone, we were all sad, we were all mad, it was all weird, but this was when Kick the Dust that was playing, but it was fucking insane. He passed out at the wheel, fell out of the vehicle, because obviously the door didn't shut. Peyton almost fell out of the vehicle, grabbed the steering wheel. We went from one side of the road into a ditch. I grabbed the wheel, went back into the other ditch, kept going and going. And obviously I was all I knew in my head was I have to stop this truck right now. That was my only thing. I hit my head because we were going into fucking ditches. So I hit my chin on the dashboard, my head on the fucking windshield. And I threw, literally this is all I remember doing, is I threw with all my fucking force my body into the floor, and I slammed my hand on the brake pedal. And I kid you not, we were this fucking close to hitting a telephone pole. This fucking close. And we got out of the car, or we got out of the truck. Peyton freaked the fuck out because her husband just rolled away. I guess that sounds like a joke, but like, it was so scary. She was freaking the fuck out. Like, oh God. it was so crazy. She was crying and screaming. It's like, Tyler. Like, I was like, Peyton, you need to shut the fuck up so we can hear him. And she, like, I ran past her because she fucked up her ankle because she almost fell out of the vehicle, and I think it scraped it up. I think it fractured it. But, so I started running down the fucking street trying to find him, hopefully finding him on the road. And somehow he was like, he was in the field covered in mud and blood. It was so crazy because the only way that I heard him, because I was like, I knew in my heart, I was like, I need to get her to shut up. Like, she needs to shut up, or I need to get away from her. So I ran away from her. And like, as I was running, I like slowed down a little. So I was like, this is where he would be. All I heard, it was so, like, I will never forget the sound of like a grown man making like these noises. It was unsettling. But he was like, that's all I heard. And that's when I saw him. He was in fetal position, covered in blood, covered in mud. Crazy. We had to like obviously call the fucking ambulance. The police came, and it was just crazy. All of it was nuts. I got in trouble because apparently I was screaming at the cops, but I wasn't. But I was drunk, so I might have been. But like, it was so crazy. My mom was so mad, and everyone was like, "This is crazy." Like, they could have killed our girls. Like, it was insane. He felt really bad about it, and it was just nuts. It was an insane night, dude. Like, it was crazy. And it came from this fucking, my gay self getting my sister in trouble. Anyways. That was just a fun little story time. But anyways, so country is weird to me. It's a lot of trauma involved into it, you know? But at the same time, I still remember being up on, like, talent show stages singing, I'm a redneck woman, I ain't no high-class broad, I'm just a product of my race, and I say, hey, y'all, yeah, y'all, and I keep my Christmas lights on. Like, that's my culture, dude. It's crazy. I am what they call a redneck. I just completely pushed it away and denied every piece of it after I went through trauma and got outed. Strings. Oh, Strings is so sad, isn't it? I just found your music and it's amazing. You're amazing. Thank you, Lena. Like, yeah, just a fresh start. Complete fresh start. There's a darker side to it, but we'll just say a fresh start. Don't talk about it as amazing. Thank you. You made me feel so cool, so accepted and loved. Something I didn't get enough of. That bitch. Jesus. I'm an artist myself, but you're unreal. You set fire to the mic every time. Thank you. That's so nice. I'm obsessed with Dead Butterflies. Dead Butterflies fucked me up, dude. All of these songs just like, they're so, you love them so much because they are your life, because they were my life. We all have such connected experiences, such universal, similar experiences, especially with Strings. I feel like so many of us have gone through being groomed. I will release Dear Mom. I'm not sure when. Maybe on the deluxe album. I do know you guys need that though. The girl that I wrote that for is she told me that it's okay if I release it, so. I've heard Snow the Product. Yeah, she's amazing. So you did go through what you sing about. Sorry, I like your music, but I haven't got to look. Yep. There are some that are either about like my family or about my friends, but I'm very open and honest about like what I went through and what I didn't go through. Arkham. God, Arkham is fun. I love Arkham. Dead Butterflies fucks me up. God, Dead Butterflies fucks me up so much. Yeah, Dead Butterflies is about an experience I had with coercion in college. Strings is about me being groomed by an older woman from my workplace. Not Guilty is about someone that I can't say just because I'm way too close to them and they will get really mad at me and possibly might be in danger. Who? Yeah. I can't release Joker on Spotify, unfortunately. We had plans to release Joker together, and unfortunately, it's just come to my attention that our views don't align the same way, and I believe in a lot of things that he doesn't believe in, and he believes in a lot of things that I don't believe in, so I can't in good conscience release a song with someone like that, and that's, that's, you do you live your life. But have you ever thought about having a podcast? I have. Would you guys be interested in that? I've definitely thought about that. Whew. Joker. Whew. No, she's a bulldog, so she's so cute. Look at her. Her little face is twitching. She's chasing something. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love her so much. Oh my god. Could you release Joker using a different beat? Megan said that I should do that. The only thing that would happen is when I make remixes, I love when I'm talking too loud. When I make remixes, I end up using the same cadence and same flow as the person that created the song. That's why they're so dope. They just they cohesively go together, and I do that sometimes so I can feature on that song if that artist ends up liking it. So all of it is Dax's flow, and he'd probably sue me. So it would have to be a totally different flow and a totally different beat. That being said, I could probably get away with, obviously those are my lyrics with like a hint of his in there. I could probably get away with creating something like it. I think that it's just such, the remix, it's so good. I feel like I've never felt like I could remix it, if that makes sense. We're working on merch getting to the UK at the moment. Wouldn't that be a headache? Hell yeah, it would. Absolutely would. Thank you, Danielle. I'm so glad I helped you through your last essay. I hate that you even had to say that. Could I ask a question about essay? I don't know if I've actually been essayed or not, and you're the artist. Yeah, definitely. What's up? What's your question? Joker was the first song I heard of yours, and I love it. So did my husband. I know. I loved it too. I really do, and I still love it. It's an amazing song. I'll still push it and stuff. It's just an unfortunate thing that like I don't know. And I hope that you guys, because I've even talked to some of my fans about it, and she knows who I'm talking about how like it's like, oh, do I let this slide? Like some of the things, like, do I let it slide and just release it? Because it like, let's be real, like it would be good for my career. It would be good. Like, it would be a good song, like, all of these things. It would really help people, but at the end of the day, I just, like, I feel we collectively made the decision, and I ended up, honestly, something happened where it's like, okay, I made the right decision, and I hope you guys understand that, like, sometimes artists don't mesh for a reason, and I think that's okay. Triggered in Battlefield. I'm absolutely obsessed with. You're amazing. Thank you, Monica. Happy Happy early birthday, Skydxddy fan page. Latest someone, but I don't think it ever released. Twisted Psycho, do you remember what was said in it? Which artist would you freak if they covered one of your songs? Ooh, my God, so many. So many. You should use Bonfire to make merch. Ooh, what's that? What do you do when you have a very bad headache? I have frozen packs in my freezer. They help so much. Get a polar cap. Go on Amazon. I think they're like $20, maybe less than that, and you just put it over your head, and it like ices up your head, and it feels 10 times better. Also, if you have a headache, make sure you are practicing good posture, because even right now when you said that, I felt I had a headache coming on, and it's because I've been bent over leaning like this, and we go back to that bad posture thing. So yeah, make sure you have really, make sure you're practicing good posture. That's very, very important. We should all probably go to sleep though, because it's getting late. There was something about a wishing well. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I heard you perform it on tour. So that's Pinky Promise. Honestly, the story behind that song, I was going to release it, and it's honest. So something happened. Some of you may have heard, some of you didn't, where I was performing. I had just gotten done performing Angel of Death, actually, and I was hugging a fan, and she grabbed my face and kissed me, and I was so taken back by it, and I fell down. And I got up to finish the rest of the songs. I had one more song. It was Monsters Inc. And then I remembered that in the song I had to sing Remember This Day for the rest of our lives, and I physically couldn't bring myself to do that. So I got so overwhelmed, and I literally started crying, and I ran off the stage. So there's a reason why this pertains to Pinky Promise, is that girl was the person that I chose to give the bunny to in Pinky Promise. So when I perform Pinky Promise on tour, there's a line that's like, I know exactly what you're here for, honey, but it's a doozy, so here, squeeze this bunny. And it was something that I gave to someone to be like, here, this is something that you can hold and keep close to you to help you with any trauma or emotional distress or feelings of sadness. And then this person that I gave this bunny to did that. So now Pinky Promise holds a lot of bad energy and memories, and I might release it. I might not. I'm not really sure, if I'm being honest. I have indifferent thoughts about it. I do know that it is an amazing song. Especially about childhood trauma. It's my first childhood trauma song. Yeah. That is a really good song though. I related to it so much. I'm so sorry. About cheery, okay. I heard one of your songs and it was about, how are you doing? I'm okay, I'm okay. I feel like we all struggle with so many different things and so many different traumas that it does get difficult to navigate, but I am very blessed because I have people I can talk to about it. I have a healer. I have my dogs, music. I'm doing okay. I think I'm managing and I'm learning how to navigate through things. To the best of my ability. Which is such an insane thing to do as a fan of you, of all people. Exactly. Imposters making me a monster. Time to bloody up my sword like the god of war. You're making me the god of war. I'm sick of people that take what they want and then spit in my face. I'm still stealing that band did that too. Like, seriously, that was unnecessary. It was very unnecessary. Yes, we should all go to sleep. We all need to get some rest. I do have some cool waddled away, waddle. I'm doing a giveaway tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are not yet following my Instagram and my Facebook and my TikTok, obviously make sure you guys are following me on there, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway for something that people have been asking for a very long time. So yes, and get some sleep, be kind to yourself, drink some water before you go to bed, brush your teeth. Try to just take a deep breath. We've talked about a lot of different things. I've possibly triggered a couple of people. Try to just kind of decompress and regulate your nervous system. We're gonna do some box breathing. If it stresses you out, you don't have to do it, but I love box breathing, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go in for 4, hold, and then out for 4. So that was nice. Yeah. Okay. Good night, you guys. I love you so much. Keep streaming Trauma Core Raw and Uncut. And if you haven't already bought it on iTunes, I would love you forever if you did so. Bye, you guys.